So here I am making another video from another hotel room, and I'm actually in Montgomery, Alabama, all by my onesies. I have Sadie, of course, but I'm alone, and I can't remember the last time I stayed in a hotel by myself. And David is working in Massachusetts, and I'm on my way to New Orleans today to throw a bachelorette party for my fabulous girlfriend. And it's been such a beautiful time to recognize this solitariness that I've had while traveling. So a lot of stuff is coming up. There's been a lot of fear and worry about, like, oh my gosh, what if something happens? What if the car breaks down? What if Sadie runs away? What if, like, somebody approaches me and is not nice? And then the other part has been really excited about remembering how strong and capable and resourceful I am. I feel like since I got married, I haven't had to rely on all those faculties that was such a big part of me, before I got into a partnership. And I love being in a partnership, and I love my man, and being with him I've gotten to exercise a lot of different muscles, like my receiving muscles, and how good can it be, and how cherished can I be, and how much can I allow. But I have been enjoying remembering how capable I am, and also that I am an autonomous person. And there's been a lot of reflection lately. I just wrote an article for my blog, and I titled it, "I Cheated on My Husband." And no, I did not cheat on my husband. I have no desire to cheat on my husband. But I did, while he was out of town, go out with another man, a friend of ours. And it was actually my first time really meeting this person, and it felt like there was some energy around it that felt like a date. And I found myself showing up with this person in a way that I haven't shown up in a really long time. And it felt like the me when I was doing adventures in pleasure dating. And it was exciting, and it was really great. And I got to see that I am a really outgoing, fun, open, authentic, silly, flirtatious, fabulous woman. And not that I don't know that, in my partnership, but I'm just recognizing that my ability to allow myself to be reflected back to myself through various people and various men is really important for me. And as I choose my husband, I chose him because I love the reflection of that he awards me, and vice versa, I for him. I recognize that we can't just rely on that one person to show us every part of ourselves. And I think that's why we're on the planet together with each other, to have all these amazing reflections of different aspects of ourselves. And it was really amazing. I was, in Montgomery, Alabama last night, sitting in a sushi bar, and this guy sat down next to me, and I just bravely asked him, I was like, "Hey, are you working, or would you like to have a conversation rather than stare at your phone during your home meal?" And I just asked him for what I asked for what I wanted. Like, I wanted some human interaction. I wanted to feel like a person. I didn't want to just sit there eating my sushi, like looking at my phone and stuff. So had a really great conversation with this person, and just felt really, and of course, like, I talked about my husband, he talked about his wife, we talked about our dogs. It wasn't anything sexual or unfaithful or anything like that, but I realized, I was like, wow, I have so much to bring back to my partnership and bring back to myself, because I'm allowing myself to be seen and experienced by other people. And I was really realized I've been cutting myself off to that a lot. And there's a lot of boldness and outrageousness and just unleashed feminine that I was expressing during the time when I was dating a lot, and I miss her. I miss her a lot, and I haven't been bringing her to my marriage, and I desire to do that. And I'm sure David desires me to do that too, because she's fucking fun, and she's really sexy, and has a lot to say, and she's like, has a lot of great ideas, and she's pretty outrageous. So I'm starting this like beautiful remembrance of all these different me's inside of me. And I'm watching David do that too with himself, like rediscovering parts of himself. And I think that might be something that's inspiring me to like reignite mine as well, because I don't ever want us to get stale or bored or boring or disinterested with each other, but I don't think that we can maintain that when we're just seeing each other all the time. So that's why this trip has been interesting. That's why I've been missing my girls so much. I've been missing like the classes I've been teaching so much, because those are just more beautiful reflections of who I am. And I've had a lot of husband, car, dog time. And I guess just a certain me shows up in that element. So it feels good. It feels good, and it feels a little scary, because I want to be respectful to my husband, and I want to be respectful to other people. And at the same time, I don't want to apologize for being myself and for doing what I want to do and for being who I am. So I just trust myself enough that I know how to communicate that beautifully and lovingly, and that I know how to set boundaries, and I know how to ask for what I want, and I know how to receive all of the stuff that I'm actually calling in for myself. So, and that's all stuff that I've worked on over the years and really learned to bring into my experience of being a fabulous woman on this planet. So that feels good to report. And I get to go stay in New Orleans tonight by myself too, and probably go out and see some jazz, and maybe like dance with another person too. And knowing like I can do that because I have integrity, and also I care so much about myself that I'm willing to give myself what I want. So that feels really good. See ya this afternoon, New Orleans.